I'm going to tell a story that happened 42 years ago on a holiday spirit. In my family, Christmas was a really big deal. My folks, both of them fine arts graduates, no one was making any money at that, but they were artists, and they gave us 5 kids the permission to be artists too. And so we handmade all the tree decorations, and we handmade our presents to one another. Dad would get a squashed piece of clay that had a small fist that made the center of it, and he'd say, "Oh, a little thing." My brother Mike's ashtray for him. So every Christmas, I started getting excited just after Thanksgiving, and all my brothers and sisters, they would get excited too, and we turned to making presents for one another. And so I never missed a Christmas at home, all the way through college. Got invited on ski trips and whatnot, but I would always opt for Christmas with the family. So when it came time to go in the service, I had a tour of duty to do with the Air Force. I was shipped to the West Coast. I was part of a spy satellite team in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I knew that being a second lieutenant, I would have all the lowly tasks to do. There were several of us second lieutenants, and we were told in December that even though we were not entrusted with any of the functions of spying on friends and foes alike, that we would be entrusted with the entire satellite test center on Christmas Day and the days before and after Christmas, because no one else wanted to go to work on Christmas. So that fell to the second lieutenants. But only one of us had to be there, so we had drawing straws to see who was going to be there at the satellite test center on Christmas Day. And I drew December 25th. And I said, "Hey, Stuart, Gordo, Butch, any of you guys want to trade? I'll do 2 days here during the Christmas break for Christmas Day. What do you say? Gordo, you're Jewish. How about you?" And they all said, No, Bill. No, it's just too depressing being here on Christmas Day. So I called home to my family. I was on the verge of tears. I said, "I'm going to miss my first Christmas with you all. There's no time to catch a flight or anything back to the East Coast. I'm stuck here at Christmas." My brothers and sisters said, "Oh, Bill." And they sent me some homemade Christmas decorations for the Christmas tree for my apartment at that year. But then I got a call from the girl I loved, who was still on the East Coast, and she said, "My parents are giving me a trip to see you so that we can spend Christmas together." I said, "Bonnie, that's fabulous. That's fabulous." And the mother gets on the phone, Mrs. Bruce, and she says, "So, Bill, where will Bonnie stay?" And I thought very quickly that she'll stay in my apartment. And she said, "Well, I suppose that's safer than a hotel." I had great home creds with her. She had been my den mother when I was in the Cub Scouts. So Bonnie comes over to California. We have a great time. I have to go to work on Christmas Day, but she makes this great dinner, and we see some shows while she's out there. We go to out to dinner, and we hit the Big Sur and explore the coastline and run through the forest. And their parents call on Christmas Day and say, "So, how are the accommodations?" And we had been sleeping together, of course, the whole time, and I said, I'm treating Bonnie with the greatest respect. So, on the way back to the airport, we noticed that each of us had some scratching to do, and I looked down at my arm and I said, Bon, look at this, it looks like poison ivy. And she said, yeah, I've got some too. And she flew back, and in the next 24 hours, we both developed a very virulent case of California poison oak from our knees to our neck. My Johnson looked like it was wearing a cable knit sweater, you know, a little bald head at the top. And she said, when I got in the shower, it was excruciatingly painful and ecstatic all at the same time. But we had both arrived with a perfect map of where our hands had been on one another's bodies on that vacation. It was fabulous.